Hello guys and welcome to another episode of our Teacher in the World series. I am Matt, aka TheTeacherGamer, and today we have had a calamitous mess up really. We had a slight, probably you got a sneak peek there, we had a slight problem. I recorded an episode looking at our brand new build of our enchantment tree and the vocals didn't record, which is really irritating because it was quite a cool episode where we did our first ever enchants. Now this is going to be extremely shorter than the original video that I've just recorded, but I'm just going to give you an oversight of what we did during that episode. So there is our enchantment tree. Now I know maybe around those sides at the top there it could do with a bit more leaves, but if you look around at the trees everywhere else, the natural trees, they're net like that one. That's not perfectly rounded, is it? That's got a little bobbly bit, and I think it looks alright. I think it looks pretty good, and I'm quite liking the design. It reminds me of like Final Fantasy and stuff, and that's the sort of enchant. If I think of enchantments, I think of like wood elves and I don't know, weird stuff like that. But I think it looks pretty good. So what we did is we made our enchantment table. Now the plan is to have bookshelves around here, but we decided that putting bookshelves up now wouldn't be much point because we need some decent standard gear. And what I was aiming to do is I made a fresh load of everything. So as you can see, fresh armor at the top there, fresh tools there at the bottom, and I enchanted absolutely all of them. So I'm just going to run through now what enchantments we did make. So we've got projectile protection 1 on our iron boots. These were all level 1 enchantments, okay? Protection 1 on our leggings, protection 1 on our iron chest plate, and protection 1 on our iron helmet. We had pretty good enchantments there with the armor. I was quite happy with that actually, because I think that's going to fare well for future projects that I want us to get underway. Then we come to our tools. Not as impressive, unfortunately. The bow was a power 1. I'm quite happy with the bow, and all of our other tools were efficiency 1. Then the sword was a big it came out as Bane of Arthropods 1, something that I wasn't happy with. So you know what, despite this being a bit of a recap and a bit of a mess up episode, we're going to enchant again. Here's an enchant. Here's a bonus enchant for us, because Bane of Arthropods just wasn't enough. So let's see what we get. Sharpness 1, perfect. So that sword is already better than the one we've been using. We've got a sharpness 1 sword now, which I'm quite happy with. I can only apologise for this being a 3-minute episode. It's not my fault. It just didn't record properly. Let's see how good this bow is. I don't have any arrows on me. As I said, it's not my fault. I didn't mean for it to mess up. It's just that my microphone was slightly disconnected from the socket, which meant it didn't work, which is a little bit annoying, but we've dealt with it now. We've made this little catch-up episode, and before the guy outside my house starts cutting down his trees extremely loudly, we can finish off the episode there. Apologies for anyone that gets a little bit wound up by this episode not being quite what it's supposed to be. But I tried, and this is the best I could do as an alternative. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode, guys. That was our first ever enchantment session over there in our enchantment tree. I hope you like the build, and I hope you like what it's come up to. I am planning to do another build off the edge of this building here. In the next episode, we'll be looking to build something out of here, so like down there, and then it's going to tunnel into our mining system, which is under here, as some of you already know if you've been watching since the beginning of time. So we're going to build something out about where that spider is, around there, and it's going to tunnel in there, and that's going to be our next build. So by all means, leave down in the comments what you think that's going to be. It is going to progress us in the series a little bit, and it is going to take us on to getting closer to that final goal of taking on the Ender Dragon. So thanks very much for watching the episode, guys. I'm sorry that it's only about 5 minutes long, But I hope you've enjoyed it. Like, share, and drop some comments down below.